From an employee who drives away customers to another who bullies his staff, this video is gonna get heated. Hello everyone, welcome back. So sit back, relax off with a front desk manager who drove people away with her foul mouth.
Hey, your payment's overdue.
I know, I'm gonna pay it tomorrow.
No, you have to pay today. Hello, no, listen. How many times do I have to tell you? Don't with me, dude.
In the 14th episode of Season 4, we were introduced to the founder.
Wait, if he doesn't have his payment and he's just trying to go in without paying, no, I'll pay it tomorrow. I mean, like, she could stay on business, but, like, I guess from a manager standpoint, you probably wouldn't let him go in.
Founder of Retro Fitness,
You're good,
Eric
London.
Casaburi. Casaburi controls over 90 fitness clubs with 300,000 members and 1,200 employees. For this episode, he went undercover as an
Retro
employee
Fitness.
named Barry to see if his vision of top-notch customer service was being executed by the staff.
I'm a little nervous about going undercover.
I've never
But I've got this
heard.
great disguise. I've transformed into Barry Ghosh, a down-on-his-luck guy competing on a reality show to win his own gym.
During that time, he not only found inspiration from several employees, but also found exasperation from one foul-mouthed employee. Casaburi came across his worst nightmare when he met Jacqueline, a front desk manager in Fair Lawn, New Jersey. Jacqueline seemed to be an enthusiastic manager for a few seconds, until she said this.
All right, someone walks in. Hey, how you doing?
You use that while you work?
Yep. Taking pictures of myself. You can run your gym the way you want it to run.
Right.
You can have your employees not take out their phone and take selfies all day, but that's what I like to do.
Wow.
Well, when you're in the customer service industry, it shouldn't matter if you're having a slow day. No one should present themselves the way Jacqueline does, and being at the front desk is no joke. One has to be presentable at all times, since it's the first place a customer makes contact with the business. Casaburi tried to point out to Jacqueline that with the way she presents herself, customers might hesitate to come up to her or think that she's busy. The reply that she gave to this left us all in shock. Just take a look at what she said.
People love to interrupt here, love to be obnoxious. I'm not a slave. I don't work for you. I don't know what to do with some people. I just want to punch them in the face sometimes.
So what exactly are they supposed to do then?
Bro, she's real as fuck.
She's working at the
Undercover.
front desk. You're supposed to be an approachable person. What she does next takes things to a whole other level. Members are prized assets of any club. They're the ones who give the place credibility and keep the business running. But take a look at what this manager thought about the members.
Members, they're literally stupid. They don't know anything. And then they come up here and they're like, well, what does protein do? Dude, you don't know what protein does?
Okay, Jacqueline doesn't seem like much of a people person.
How
We
the
wonder how she even
fuck
became
did
the
she-
front desk manager
Yeah,
in the first
really.
place. She's insufferable. A little later,
piece
her
of
demonstration
bitch.
on how to make a smoothie was nothing short of a horror flick. Take a look at this.
We're not supposed to put more than what it says on the menu. I always put 2.5. So you would go 1, 6, go. That makes a disgusting shake.
Okay.
So what I always do, 1 and hold juice. That's the
your
perfect shake.
I noticed that there was like extra in here. Like, what do you guys
I
like
dump
make
it out.
samples out of that? You don't offer
I
it to the
just-
member
nope,
at all? You just
dump it out.
Now that's not how you do business.
There is a
Damn.
cost associated with every ingredient that goes into that shake. So when you're dumping that down the sink, you're just dumping money down the sink.
While Jacqueline was an absolute disaster at the front desk, she was
Wow.
even worse as a manager. Take a look at how she got annoyed with Casaburi.
This cup, I assume it just happens to say it there.
No, you just do a full cup.
You do it in the full cup?
You don't have to go by the book with every situation in your life.
The menu says medium though, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
but I'm telling you this way.
Oh, that's why I forgot. It was Jacqueline's juice bar.
Excuse me?
This woman is so rude. She could spoil anyone's day.
Not good.
One of the members who witnessed this even stood up for Casaburi.
I'm never mean. I'm not being mean.
He's perdido.
You okay?
Okay, she's the manager.
But what she did next with one of the members is
Damn. This girl's crazy.
absolutely ludicrous.
Not good.
Just watch this.
Oh, Hakeem, hey, your payment's overdue.
I know, I'm gonna pay it tomorrow.
You have to pay today.
Nuh-uh, Jack.
Hello, no, listen. How many times do I have to tell you? Don't with me, dude.
Now for the moment of truth. When
Jeez.
Jacqueline was informed that Barry was actually the founder, this is how she reacted.
Got the same eyes.
Jacqueline,
Yes, Eric.
you were my biggest fear of going undercover.
Why?
The first thing that I took note of that was completely unacceptable was how you treated some of our members right in front of them.
She was in complete denial and started
Wow.
arguing with the CEO of the company. After all that occurred, there was no way Casaburi would want her on the job any longer. Take a look at what Casaburi did.
Guy gets stabbed in the back, there's a whole nother Bob.
So you got stabbed in the back.
I can't make it any more clear. I can't have you behind the counter like this. I'm disappointed, Jack. There's nothing else I could do.
Thank you, Jacqueline.
Well, Jacqueline had the ability to drive
Being a
customers away, but this
storyteller.
next employee at Hooters degraded and exploited
Oh,
his female
dude,
staff.
I remember
Ladies,
this one.
today,
I
you want to go home?
episode.
You want to leave early today? Cuts are going to be on games. Eating contest, all right? Maybe shove their faces down on the beans and have them clean it up, you know? All right?
In the 12th episode
Dude,
of
I
Season 1,
remember this
former
one.
CEO of Hooters, Kobe Brooks, son of Robert H. Brooks, who's one of the founders, went undercover. He took on the name
You guys
Scott
remember
Archer
this
to
one?
gain some insights on his company, which has over 400 plus franchises across
What
the
a
world.
pig.
For the most part, he was happy with how
We
things
should
were,
watch an episode
until he
of
came
Undercover
across the
Boss
general
on
manager of their
stream
South
tomorrow.
Arlington, Texas location, Jimbo.
Jimbo.
At the beginning of all this,
He
he
looks like a
seemed to be like
Jumbo.
any other manager you'd see at a fast food restaurant.
Scott, Jimbo. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. How are you? Pretty good. Dude, we got to get rocking and rolling. So, that's your shirt, okay? Get changed, and then we will hook up in 2 shakes of lambsdale.
But what he did next completely changed the CEO's opinion about him. Take a look for yourselves.
Perfect line. Make it straight. We're looking at the hair. Is it styled?
It looks styled to me.
Okay. Makeup. Is it on?
Yes.
She looks like a Hollywood starlet.
Yes.
All right?
Well, the lineup left Brooks
Let's
feeling
go.
appalled. The next thing he did would completely worsen the situation. Generally, if the day is slow, managers will give early cuts to their staff to lower costs. But the way Jimbo approached this was incredibly degrading. Out of sheer luck, Brooks was able to witness the owner's immoral process for giving pay cuts.
Wow.
Rather than just giving the ladies their money, they had to play a game. Check this out.
All right, ladies, today, you want to go home? You want to leave early today? Cuts are going to be on games.
So what am I supposed to do about school if I have to leave?
You're going to play my reindeer games.
Worst of all, he didn't care about whether the ladies liked it or not. And when Jimbo eventually brought the beans and started the game, it was just nasty. Look at what happened next. Really uncomfortable.
What? To work at Hooters at this one, Jimbo. Dude, why would you do this, bro? No one could ever make me eat a plate of beans like this to get off work.
But Jimbo
early.
didn't really care. Take a look at what happened next.
Heart attack.
Victoria, that is wrong, honey. It's not okay.
Here's the rules of my game. The first girl that finishes her plate of beans will go home.
It was horrible, disrespectful, and disgusting. Jimbo was
So fast, that's cruel. Hell nah.
basically exploiting them. He took advantage of his power as a manager and enjoyed the sight
Who the fuck?
of his
This guy
employees
is
getting
sick.
embarrassed. It was simply twisted.
This is crazy.
Who doesn't want to spend the rest of the afternoon with me? Yeah.
So when the moment of truth came
my
and Brooks
God.
revealed himself, this is what Jimbo had to say.
What's going on, buddy?
Jimbo, I am not Scotty.
Okay.
I'm Kobe Brooks, the president and CEO of Hooters of America. The way
Damn. My sister and Bessie Hooters, she's a waitress. With the kid, these girls are always sweet. What a dick.
that
Yeah,
you
they're so
interact
nice.
is inappropriate.
I'm too competitive, and if I'm too harsh, man, it works. Shame on me if it's a bad thing of being uber competitive. And I do have a track record. And
You can build profit all you want. That's not what I want. It's all about being respectful.
After getting
Real, bro. Like, this guy think he's building profit. One Hooters store in the grand scheme of things. Like, bro, you're a manager. We can put someone else, like, that's not super skilled and crazy to do the same thing you did. That's not going to demoralize and degrade the girls who work there. So, like, what are you talking about profits? Like, get out of here, bro.
fired, all he could say was this.
He said, these are my 2 daughters, and I wouldn't feel comfortable with them working for you. And I took a step back. Okay, I get it.
But sadly, he still made it seem like he did nothing wrong. We have to admit that Jimbo was actually
That's
good at his
crazy.
job, but he let his creepy nature get the best of him. But for this next employee, it
That's
didn't matter what
crazy.
or who you were, he was going to insult you.
Heard before. Pete is a little. He's definitely made of.
No, you just blew my mind with your last comment.
Season 7 kicked things off with a business called Buffalo
This
Wings and
last
Rings.
one.
With over 80 franchises in the US, Middle East, and Europe, it was founded by Haitham David, Nader Massadeh, and Philip Schramm. Massadeh went undercover
Buffalo,
using the name Pete
what?
to find out if his restaurants were on the road to success.
See things that are not executed properly, I will do whatever it takes to correct them. Even if that means firing myself, I will do that.
What the fuck?
While Massadeh got to meet
I
some
would not
dedicated
wanna be
employees,
disguised
he
like
also
that.
got to meet an
That's
absolute
hilarious.
nightmare. Massadeh wanted to learn more about the hiring process and how the restaurant was attracting the right staff.
Wild
Instead, though,
Wings.
he came across
Literally.
Wes, the kitchen manager of the restaurant in Bardstown, Kentucky. Wes's first impression was quite across Wes, the kitchen manager of the restaurant in Bardstown, Kentucky.
Buffalo Wings and Rings, Buffalo Wild Wings. They literally just copied Buffalo Wild Wings. This is like the big, but this guy's, no wonder this guy turned into a skis bag for his transformation. He literally just ripped Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wings and Rings. That's crazy.
Wes's first impression was quite interesting. He could easily intimidate anyone, especially those who are on their first day at work.
It's me. You must be...
I'm Pete.
I'm going to teach you everything you need to know back here.
Okay.
Okay? There ain't a damn thing that I do not know how to do in these four walls, okay?
Okay.
When it's someone's first day on the job, the manager will often get them to shadow an old employee to understand what is required of them. But Wes dumped all the work on Mosaday with hardly any instructions.
Basically, I am the kitchen manager back here. You're going to need a really strong fire. Okay, look, 1X boneless fry. This is your sauce matrix. And the bourbon sauce is right here.
Take a look at Mosaday trying to juggle things around.
It's not going on.
Okay, look, it's a thicker sauce. Can't have a limp wrist. All right.
Wes was clearly getting irritated by Mosaday's slow pace. Guess that he forgot that an entry-level worker can't work well without any guidance. Mosaday was left to attend to the long list of orders by himself. Soon, customers grew impatient with the wait times, and the servers had to offer discounts to some of the tables.
Wow.
Wes really wasn't happy about this, but can you blame a newbie?
I am so sorry.
We know you're that. He's up food. He's cost us money. He's pissed off customers. He is up astronomically.
A while later, when Mosaday was asked to mop the floor, this is what Wes said to him.
Floor so clean. You would
On the floor?
Oh yeah.
On the floor in the kitchen.
My floor? I would totally have on my floor.
Mosaday noticed that Wes's behavior was only
What
getting
the
worse.
fuck?
For the dinner service, Wes said this to T,
Never
one of the
does me.
employees, which was absolutely inappropriate, rude, and vulgar.
Before.
Pete is a little bit. He's definitely made of.
No, you just blew my mind with your last comment.
Wes's behavior is definitely a bad representation of my brand.
Wow.
Wes made everyone feel uncomfortable with his nasty behavior. Later on, Mosaday asked one of the workers if Wes behaved like this every day, and they didn't think twice to answer. Wes was not only extremely
His
full of himself,
franchise,
but he was also a
disrespectful.
bully.
Bro, the guy being a bully, it's not even his franchise. He's just a kitchen manager.
Take a look at what he said next.
High school kids. The average person that works back here, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, they're dumbass. You can't ask dumb people to do smart things. I'm an ass. I'm a kid. I'm harsh. I'm over the top.
It doesn't really matter if the workers are school kids, college students, or anything.
Jeez.
You treat employees with respect, regardless of their age or experience. Wes basically wanted to keep everyone under his control. It felt like he was running the kitchen as a dictator rather than as a leader. Check this out.
Hey, take
Franchise
my
owner's
towel.
name.
If I see somebody take my towel, I'm gonna kick you straight in your little baby nuts.
And suppose an employee would make a mistake. Take a look at what actions he would take.
I said, any questions or concerns that I can talk about? They one raised their hand. The kitchen. They talk vulgar. They talk this. They talk that. And I said, I'll address Wes.
By now, Mosaday had had enough. Later, he spots Red, one of the franchise owners, and calls her over for a quick chat. And this is what she had to say about Wes.
I came in here today and I was working with Wes in the kitchen, and is he for real or is he just putting an act on?
No, that's him. That is him completely.
But sadly for Mosaday, he met not one, but two employees who gave him a hard time. Before Wes, Amber, a server at his Chicago restaurant, was also a nightmare. Mosaday was shadowing
That's
Amber
crazy.
and was simultaneously comparing her explanations to how they run things at one of his top-performing franchises. Amber was doing great with all the explanations, until she said this.
Basically, the way that the sections are split up, you have the dining side and then you have the bar side.
Okay.
And so it's basically the exact same concept as Buffalo Wild Wings.
No owner likes to hear their own employees
Dude, even the employees admit it, they copy Buffalo Wild Wings.
It's basically the exact same concept as Buffalo Wild Wings.
No owner likes to hear their own employees comparing their brand to another. This irked Mosaday a lot.
Not Buffalo Wild Wings.
Because, bro, he gets that all the time. Everyone's always accusing him of that, bro. He took this personally, bro. That's hilarious, bro. He took this so personally.
To
Guys,
another.
This is
This
the last
irked
one.
Mosaday
We're
a
gonna
lot.
rate Benzo.
Not
I'm sorry.
Buffalo Wild
We're
Wings.
about to rate
If I
Benzo.
had any here, I would be pulling it right now. It's a family restaurant, not a sports bar. It's crazy. Come on, get it right.
On top of that, the CEO was shocked to see that the staff's teamwork was extremely poor. They lacked coordination and overall
looks
just seemed
exactly
lost.
like
Take a look at how
Buffalo
lost they
Wild
look.
Wings.
It's quite funny.
Thank you so much.
Should we go run that or just have to finish
Well, I mean, we'll
it?
have to finish ringing this in first. Hopefully, maybe somebody else will be nice enough to run it for us, but if not, we'll get to it.
Table, other servers are standing around doing
Like, bro,
nothing.
even Buffalo Wild Wings has that tin thing that goes around the bottom of it.
Why don't you just
the
take
walls.
it to the table?
Masade got to know a lot more about Amber when they went out to deliver
Under the
food,
burgers.
especially about the manager Justin.
Delivery?
When Masade asked Amber what a perfect manager was in her eyes, she said this.
A perfect manager is somebody who's understanding. Like, for example, being sick. You know, that's not something that's accepted at our job.
Hearing that, Masade was in shock.
He's
To
in
run a
denial
business
for his
successfully,
coping.
employee satisfaction is one of the most important things that an employer should keep in mind. A business will not run smoothly if the management can't keep their employees happy. And this is when Masade understood that he had to take action real soon. So when it was time for the big reveal,
Is he
take
in
a
a
look at
prison jumpsuit? What the
how
fuck?
Wes reacted when he realized that Pete was actually Masade, the president of the company.
How are you? It's good to see you again.
Well, Wes, I'm not Pete.
Clearly, yeah.
My name is Nader Masadi, and I'm the president and CEO of Buffalo Wings and Rings. And I have been undercover for this past week in my own company.
Okay.
When I first walked in, you were very strong.
When Masade confronted him, this is what Wes said.
I'm not their dada. I'm not their guidance counselor. I'm their manager.
Okay. I have asked Sean and Red to be here today.
Put them right here.
Then when Masade invited Red and Sean, the franchise owners, to talk about his management skill, this is what they said.
Where he did everything I asked. If I needed him to come in on his day off, he was there. But because I'm opening a second store the past year, I haven't been around the Bardstown store.
Rather than redeem himself for the things that he did, Wes chose to argue. And this led to the obvious. Wes got fired.
You know, it's alarming. It's upsetting. Internally, I'm a person that doesn't
for
give
a
up on
second, in the
anybody. I
background,
think I would have a better chance at success if we separate ways.
If Masade never went undercover, Wes would still have been the manager and continue to bully his staff. And what happened to Amber? Well, this will surely put a smile to your face. Take a look at what Masade had in store for her.
By your dedication to school, because of you, I have set up a Buffalo Wings and Rings Scholarship Fund, and you will be the first recipient.
No.
Yes.
Buffalo Rings and Wings, bro. I'm dead. Guys, thank you so much for coming to stream. Sorry, we're gonna start the raid now. Make sure you guys go